everyone, and welcome to Drilling Deeper at mining.com.au. I'm Oriel Morrison. I'm here today with Paul Locke. Paul's the Managing Director of Flagship Minerals. Paul, welcome. It's great to have you with us today.
Yeah, good to be here, Oriel. Thank you for your time, especially during the Gold Conference.
Yes, it is the Gold Conference. You're absolutely right. Now, Paul, you've had some very good news that I'd love to have you share with us with regards to a project in Chile and actually increasing the size of what you have there.
We have, and actually I really wanted to present it at the Gold Conference, but we announced it on Monday, so I missed out. But we've entered into an option to acquire the Pantanillo Gold Project, which is in the Maricunga Gold Belt. This is a fantastic score. It's got over 1 million ounces in it. It's been drilled to measured and indicated under an NI 43-101 rules. So it counts for a qualifying resource under JORC 2012. So I can't actually say indicated, measured and indicated, but under the Canadian code, that's what it was drilled to. The grade is 0.7 and it's from surface and it's heap leachable. So the most important thing here is it's an oxide-style gold deposit, which means that it'll be cheap to build and cheap to operate. And this is what we're chasing in Chile, is oxide gold and oxide copper. So before we talked about the Rosario Copper Project, which is pre-drill and oxide. Well, this is oxide gold, and it really changes the way we walk at Flagship.
Now, Paul, what do you have to do to bring this particular project up to Australian regulations?
Well, we actually just, it depends. We're going through the data room at the moment, and the NI 43-101 and JORC 2012 codes are actually very similar. And in fact, under the Canadian code, you need a qualified person. Under the Australian code or ASX code, a competent person. But that person can be one and the same. And in fact, the person who prepared the resource back when the NI 43-101 was done was actually a competent person under the JORC code. So we're going to start discussions there, go through the data room, and we might be able to convert it directly, or we might need to do some twin holes just to double check or verify the data. But other than that, not much at all. So this is actually completely de-risked.
Great, that's wonderful news. In terms of the full project cost, what are your estimations at the moment?
Well, you know, I'm not allowed to talk about economics on our project, but I can use ready reckoners. So the best example is Rio 2. Rio 2 is in the same belt and it's 40 kilometres to the north of us, and it's a heap leach project. So Rio 2 is building a project which will produce about 90 to 100,000 ounces per annum, and their capex is in US dollars about 117 million, and their opex on an all-in sustainable basis is 1,237. What's really interesting here, Oriel, is that the Phoenix project owned by Rio 2 is actually operating at over 4,000, nearly 5,000 metres, and it's still very low on the cost curve. And that's the most exciting thing about our project and the projects in the Maricunga Gold Belt, is that they've got the potential to produce big ounces and low cost.
Now, your timing's spot on, isn't it, Paul, with the gold price where it is at the moment? Did this bring the timing of this particular acquisition forward for you?
Well, no. We've been looking at oxide copper for a while, and also gold. And this project came across our bows probably about 2 months ago. And we moved on it pretty fast because it's such a good project. But we didn't time it with gold. In fact, our modus operandi now is oxide gold, oxide copper. Both projects have plus or minus silver too, so they have silver credits. And it's just good timing. It's fortunate timing.
It certainly is good timing. Look, just before we let you go, Paul, can you give us a quick update on where you're at with Rosario?
So Rosario, we've said this for a while, but the markets have been pretty tough until now. But we plan to drill that before October, And the reason I say October is that's when the drill season starts up in the Maricunga Gold Belt, and we'll be planning to drill at Pantanillo then.
Okay. All right, Paul, it's wonderful to have you with us today. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Yeah, thanks, Oriel. I really appreciate it.